one thing that was really interesting that came up was about data, because a lot of the panelists were saying that data is not being made use of. One person suggested maybe making up the L&D department within quite large organisations with the marketing department, because the marketing department have generally been very good at data and analytics because it's a really big part of what they do. L&D professionals to start thinking critically about the information that they're faced with, so that data can back up the decisions that they make rather than just intuition on its own.
Even if the content is in English, we need to still be mindful of localization. So, for example, one of the companies we've worked with lately are based in Saudi Arabia, so we've had to be very careful with imagery and also in the scenario-based activities, making sure that the scenarios are authentic and reflective of what really happens in the area where the learning material is going to be used. If you speak, I think they use to a man, but I'm going to say to a person, in a language they understand, it goes to their head. If you speak to a person in a language they speak, it goes to their heart. So it's talking about, you can't just take your content that's written in, say, English, translate it and expect it to be well received or even understood properly. If you are going to do this, and even if you're going to work with a translation company, it's a good idea to be mindful of it while you're writing, which is something I think we actively already do at Red Mirror. So, like I said, avoid idiomatic expressions and things that may be culturally specific, so that could be events or ceremonies, for example, and humour is so culturally rooted, so avoid humour because what might be funny in one context is not necessarily going to be funny in another, and a specific tone of voice. So we're used to creating content that has quite a friendly, informal, accessible tone. That's not necessarily going to be appropriate for a different market.
One of the things she said that I found quite interesting was about mobile learning and about how it's really important to embed learning into the lives of the people that you're trying to reach so that they can do it on the move and it's really accessible and easy. Mm-hmm. But then we did actually go to a talk right at the end of the day. It was kind of a recap for everything, and Robin made a point that contradicted this. But
was he in that session? Because he was doing a summary, wasn't he, of all the sessions? Was he picking up on it to contradict it, or was it just a coincidence?
I think it might have just been a coincidence, but I guess it's something that comes up quite often. Like you do see a lot of articles to do with the e-learning industry where they'll say that mobile learning is the future of learning, but he was talking quite specifically about higher education students who might not have access to mobile phones, maybe not even to the internet, and if they do have access to a mobile phone, then you're asking them to use their own data, which might not be possible. So those sort of learners are going to get left behind. So you've got to have empathy for all of your learners, not just the majority.
To engage learners, you have to think like a marketer. So communication is key to keep people engaged. So obviously that makes me think about tone of voice and getting the right language, the right vocabulary, the right lexicon for the learner. Okay, so first of all comes the learner. That should always come first and foremost. So who are they? What are they doing? Why do they need to do this? What do they need it for? So you're competing with, he mentioned the attention span of learners from Generation Y and Millennials being continuously quoted as being very, very short, and we're in competition with that. However, they go home and watch a 6-hour box set of Netflix of an evening, so it's not so much about competing with the attention span, it's more about gaining their interest and setting things up in a format that's user-friendly and represents what they're used to. You mentioned about the devices that are used needing to be fully responsive. So if there's a syncing delay between using a mobile device and a desktop device, that's not good. So if someone's on a train doing a bit of learning, they get to their desk, think I'll do a bit more, but what they did 10 minutes ago hasn't registered. They lose confidence, and as soon as a learner loses confidence, you lose their engagement, they lose their faith in what they're doing as being worthwhile. I'm not explaining that very well, you're going to have to edit that bit quite a lot. What else did they say? I was going to say one more thing. But
another thing she talked about was something I can't remember. But
you ready?
Yeah.
Firstly, I'd like to clarify we are not in a strip club, but we like the red backgrounds because it represents a red mirror, like my red dress and my red scarf and my red card that I got today. Okay, so.
Right.
Okay.
Oh wait, is it recording now?
It's fine, yeah. Where are you?